Today on Blind Date.
I'm obsessed with horror movies.
Not too into movies myself.
It's not exactly a match made in heaven.
Really different from each other.
Yeah.
But that's not her biggest problem.
Hi.
Oh.
Ow!
Did you just get bit by the squirrel?
Yes.
It's dangerous.
Plus,
You can't own love and you can't push a river.
Yeah.
But you can be love and you can be the river.
he's got the lines. Will he get the lady?
But I don't go to people's homes on the first date.
It all begins now
Well, I'm just not any other person.
on Blind Date. Que pasa, boys and girls? Your buddy Raj here again for another action-packed episode of Blind Date. And if there's romance out there, gosh darn it, we're gonna find it. Or at least give it a shot. And today we'll start trying with Kristen and Lake. Now, Kristen says she's an outgoing kind of girl, and she likes men who are creative and spiritual. Well, her date Lake likes women with an esoteric vibe, and he seems to be pretty impressed with himself.
I consider myself a pretty well-rounded, worldly kind of dude.
I love people who are good looking, but for me, it's more about the spirit.
My views on casual sex are that when it's on, it's on. I mean, you can't deny that.
My friends tease me. They say I'm a cheerleader for the universe. That is me from morning till night.
I'm looking for someone who is willing to go on an adventure.
I look like Pollyanna when it comes to sex, but I truly am very adventurous.
Well, I wonder if that's the kind of adventure Lake was talking about. We can only hope.
Hi,
Hey, how's it
I'm
going?
Kristen.
Hey, Kristen, I'm Lake.
Like, nice
How
to
are
meet you.
This is for you.
Oh, thank you.
This is a didgeridoo. Kind of a
Nice.
custom-made
I do know
one.
that.
Could you hold up for doing
I
that?
could.
Thanks.
I'm a musician too.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
No way. What do you play?
I'm a singer.
I'm not religious or anything. I mean,
That's
I'm
okay.
very spiritual, though.
I'm the same way.
Cool.
I actually don't believe in organized religion, but I mean, I'm all for whatever works for everyone.
Dance is medicine. I went to high school in Brazil, so I do capoeira and I do samba, stuff like that. I've always been into dancing music.
Your background is like so free and so great.
Wow, look at this guy. Funny that.
Hey, wait.
Hey, how are you?
Hi, I'm Kristen.
I'm Barry from LAOutback.com.
Hey,
How
Barry.
you
Nice
going?
to meet
Lake.
you.
Lake.
Nice
so
to meet you.
I play didgeridoo. You play
noticed.
didgeridoo. I hear you sing.
I'm a huge fan of the didgeridoo.
It is on. It is on. Yeah, I lived on a pig farm in Florida till I was 10. I was when my dad was teaching me on a pig farm in the swamps.
Real pigs?
Yeah, like 200 of them.
Get out.
No.
What is that like?
A lot of work, chores, fun. I was snowboarding in New Zealand. I went off a jump, and when I landed, the snow was really thick. I went down, just smashed my face into my kneecap. It was so painful.
Oh.
Couldn't even close my mouth. My teeth were bent under.
Well, you've been everywhere.
Not really. I haven't been to Asia or India. My grandmother said a saying to me as a kid, and I never understood it until recently. You can't own love, You can't own love and you can't push a river, but you can be love and you can be the river.
Exactly.
So you need to give it back, you know?
Well, no, it's always whatever you're putting out is what you're going to get back. And already, thank you for a great date.
Oh, well, you're welcome.
It's been great.
Aww,
So
how about peckling cheek? Yeah.
Oh, I got lipstick on you.
That's
Sorry.
okay.
You can take it home. Save it for later.
Hopefully I have more lipstick than that on. Yeah, I get more lipstick than that on my face.
We'll see. We'll see.
You're not that old-fashioned, are you?
A little bit.
I am too.
Like, not when it comes, like, down to it after, you know, quite a few dates. But on the first date, you know, like I said earlier, you don't give it all away right off the bat.
No, it's impossible.
Well, it's not impossible. So did you plan this, like, glowy moment?
I put a prayer in for a bit of wind.
Did you?
Yeah.
Because you knew if it was windy that I'd, like, get really close.
Yeah, exactly.
You didn't need the wind.
I didn't need the wind?
No.
Oh, that's so
Of course
nice.
not. The wind is just, you know.
Tickling your fancy.
Bad and freezing. I thought it was LA. It's
It's been just a really fun evening.
It has. It's been awesome.
Let's keep it going, shall we?
I'd like to keep that going,
Yeah, but
but I don't go to people's homes on the first date.
well, I'm just not any other person.
This is true, but I just don't. I just never have.
Well, there's always a first, and I'm not pressuring you. I'm asking you nicely to come over so I can get to know you. And you must know that I'm definitely not into pressuring the situation.
I totally get what you're saying. I want you to get what I'm saying.
You haven't really given much.
Do you feel like you've been
Yeah, you haven't
jilted?
really given much. No, I'm not jilted. I'm steady as she goes, mate. But you know what I mean? Like, it takes two to tango, and if you want someone to come in for a second dance, like a second date, you gotta tango a little. Nice to meet you.
You too.
Take care.
You too.
Okay, I'll see you later.
Later. Oh my God, that's weird.
Hey, way to blow a sure thing, dude. I can't believe you used the old "it takes two to tango." Unbelievable. Kristen will cut him loose. Next. Up next.
I think somebody should get a tattoo tonight.
So person who loses gets a tattoo?
Sure.
Tattoo togetherness.
You're gonna remember me forever.
I will.
That's next. You are the five. Get off my stage.
You haven't really given much.
Do you feel like you've been
Yeah, you haven't
jilted?
really given much. No, I'm not jilted. I'm steady as she goes, mate. But you know what I mean? Like, it takes two to tango, and if you want someone to come in for a second dance, like a second date, you gotta tango a little.
Well, then put those tango shoes away, pal, because this dance is over. Boy, you talk about blowing a sure thing.
It's disappointing when you meet someone who is so great and has such a great vibe and a great energy and you really connect with, and then at the end of the night, he pulls the, come on, go back to my place. I was like, oh no, don't do that.
When I first saw Kristen, I was like, yeah, she's cute.
I don't go home with someone on the first date because it's more important for me to get to know someone and who they really are before we have sex.
My advice to Kristen is rewrite your rule book and make a few changes to come up to present.
The worst part of the date was definitely the drive home.
I wouldn't call Kristen back for another date because she's playing games and she doesn't realize she's playing games.
I think if I see Lake again, it'll be because I run into him on the street.
Well, hopefully she won't be driving her car when that happens. All right, now let's move on and meet Vicki and John. Now, Vicki calls herself playful, and when it comes to guys, she loves the bad boy. Well, her date John says he needs an understanding girl because he's so often misunderstood.
A lot of people definitely think I'm a slut.
I'm a huge flirt. I flirt with everybody. I mean, it's part of my job.
I'm completely obsessed with horror movies.
I love tattoos.
I have basically my entire right leg tattooed. I have my entire chest tattooed. I have my wrist tattooed and parts of my shoulders tattooed.
I've dated more than I've had boyfriends. I'm very picky.
I wouldn't call myself a sex symbol, but some people think so.
Gee, let's hope John doesn't have to go through a metal detector on this date. Have fun, you crazy kids.
Hey, what's going on?
Hi.
I'm John.
I'm Vicki. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good.
Good.
Do you want to get walking?
Yeah.
That's awesome. So what do you do?
I bartend. What do you do?
I'm a photographer.
Photographer.
Yeah.
So you're very creative.
I guess so. I do like all freelance stuff. How long have you been bartending?
It's going on 2 years. I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world. What do you take pictures of?
Bands mostly. Like I do freelance stuff for magazines of like hardcore bands, basically. Do you have any tattoos?
I do.
I think somebody should get a tattoo tonight.
So person who loses gets a tattoo?
Sure. Easy. I lose,
You do lose.
but I lose well.
You're gonna remember me forever.
I will.
Aw, how sweet.
Yeah.
It's like, what do you do for fun?
More or less, I just watch movies. Very
What's your
boring.
favorite movie?
I have way too many. I watch more or less strictly horror movies. I mean, I'll watch just about anything, but I'm obsessed with horror movies.
That's nice.
Yeah, I enjoy it.
Not too into movies myself.
Watch your hands. Aha.
Oh, all right. Hi.
Did you just get bit by the squirrel?
Yes.
It's dangerous. You could die from that.
Here you go.
I don't think so. There you go.
All right, let's
Good.
go.
All right.
So excited for dinner?
Of course.
So you don't eat meat?
I still eat a lot. I'm always hungry. I just don't show it.
Where are we supposed to go here? Just crazy, you don't eat meat.
Not eating meat and eating meat, that's not really that big a deal. But it's like when people drink and don't drink or smoke and don't smoke.
Well, I do both, so.
Very true. And I don't do either. I never understood how people can smoke in general. Like, it just seems so gross.
I just don't understand, like, I'm like bewildered, baffled by like I just don't get it. Like, I just don't understand it. I don't
Just
know.
that I don't drink.
Yeah. Really different from each other.
Yeah. It happens sometimes. Not everybody thinks alike. Going to get the tattoo.
So person who loses gets a tattoo?
I lose. So,
I'm gonna be laughing.
yeah, you are. I'm probably going to be laughing too, but it's all right. I'm going to enjoy it. I didn't wake up this morning expecting to get tattooed. I didn't. I can honestly say that.
How you doing?
What's going on? I'm John.
John, and you're?
Vicky.
Vicky, I'm
Nice to
Danny.
meet
How
you.
you doing? And I'm gonna permanently etch on you. Okay.
But I just got that.
So there was a bet. There really was a bet.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
thought that was a joke.
There we go.
That would be good, right?
That's my.
You think we could end up going out and doing this again sometime? I'm obsessed with horror movies. I don't drink. I never understood how people can smoke.
Nope.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking too. All right, well, this is
you?
me. Yeah, this is me.
All right, well, thank you.
It was good
It
meeting
was
you.
fun.
Have fun.
Have a good time.
All right, later.
See you later. Have fun with that tattoo.
I will.
Well, it's a good thing Johnny Boy loves the horror flicks, because I think he has a new one for his collection called My Date with Vicki. Post-date bye-byes in about 2 minutes. Coming up,
People out here kind of suck.
meet Mr. Positive.
And you went to Catholic school your whole life?
Yes.
That really sucks.
The Hall of Shames coming up.
Just crazy. You don't eat meat.
Not eating meat and eating meat, that's not really that big a deal. But it's like when people drink and don't drink or smoke and don't smoke. Then
Well, I do both, so.
very true. I don't do either.
Well, hey, whatever happened to opposites attract? Well, clearly that's not the case with John and Vicki.
When I first met John, I was really disappointed. His hair, his earrings.
99% of the world's not gonna really understand most of the things that I'm about, so I'm not surprised at all that Vicki wasn't into me.
The biggest differences between me and John is I smoke, he doesn't. I drink, he doesn't. And I eat meat, and he doesn't.
Vicki definitely was not digging the horror stuff. I mean, she doesn't even watch movies.
When a guy tells me that he's obsessed with horror movies, it scares me.
I don't want a second date with Vicki, and I know she doesn't want a second date with me.
There will be no second date with John.
Hey, say what you want about John Boy. At least he's perceptive. All right, coming up. You ever seen the life sucked out of a date? Stick around. The Hall of Shame's on the way.
I am ordering you to heal. That's called a mama with a soft heart.
Son. I'm gonna talk to you as a dad for a second.
Welcome back to the Blind Date Hall of Shame, where negativity often rears its ugly head, like Ben's date with Emily. Let's just say Big Ben wasn't exactly a ray of sunshine.
Like, before I moved out here, they're like, oh, you're in for a culture shock, you know? And I'm like, okay, it can't be that big a deal.
Well, people are out here, so.
You think so?
I think so. They're not nice. Are you Catholic?
Uh-huh.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
You still go to church and everything?
Yeah?
And you went to Catholic school your whole life?
Yes.
That really sucks. That really sucks. So have you dated anybody out here since you've been out here?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Dated a couple of guys.
And they suck?
They've definitely been interesting.
Were they from here?
Yeah. Yeah,
That's probably why they were interesting.
Mm-hmm.
The people out here kind of suck. They seriously do. Well, it was very nice meeting you.
Yeah, it was nice meeting you, too.
And,
Thanks for a good time.
Thank you. You have a good night. Thank you.
All right.
Bye.
See you later.
That really sucks. That really sucks. That really sucks.
Hey, way to keep it positive, pal. All right, that'll do it for today. I'm Roger Lodge. I'll see you tomorrow.